Hello and welcome to the 2015 Crossroads Elite Invitational. Brought to you by Webstream Sports here in Indianapolis, Indiana, featuring some of the nation's top rising high school freshmen and rising high school sophomores. We are about to tip off here alongside Kurt Stubbs. We have some really good talent here today, Kurt.
Yes, we do, Adam. It was a tough selection process here to narrow this down. Nearly 160 campers to the top 24 guys in the camp.
Really been impressed with the effort level at the camp. I know a lot of times you have showcases where guys are trying to play hero ball and not necessarily a team setting when you have different individuals gathering together. But I've really liked the effort level from these guys at the camp as Walter Talley knocks down a three-pointer from California, the 2019 prospect.
That's a guy that came into the camp quite a bit unknown to us and a lot of different scouts around the area, so really surprised by his appearance.
There's Shamar Dillard, misses the three. Trendon Watford bringing it up the floor, the younger brother to former Indiana basketball player Christian Watford, as Musa Jallo gets the putback.
Musa Jallo's had a real good couple days here in Indianapolis. Really scoring the ball inside, dunked pretty much everything he got inside this weekend.
Here's a guy you really like, Kurt, Sadiq Perkins out of Kansas. Plays with the KC Run GMC as Kevin Porter knocks down the three.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be talking a lot about Kevin Porter over the next 4 years. Arguably the top guy at the camp.
Demezy Anderson from South Bend with that last basket. Porter for three. Misses. Rebound Walter Talley. He starts the break. Down the middle of the lane. Kicks it to Watford, who drives baseline with a nice scoop layup.
Yeah, Trendon Wofford, one of the better looking prospects here at the Crossroads Elite Invitational. Already owns a offer from Alabama, his home state, and just recently Mississippi State as well. Ben Hallen getting on that train.
Ben Hallen trying to make some noise down at Mississippi State.
Oh, absolutely.
After being out of coaching for a while.
Just landed Malik Newman, top 2015 guard.
Porter kicks it to Dillard. Dillard for three, no good. A little bit of settling for jumpers here in the top 24 game so far. Quick back in transition. Jallo. He's fouled, going to the line.
And to the people out there, you know, when you get in these camp settings, these guys were just put on a team together about 45 minutes ago. So, you know, getting that cohesiveness will probably take about a half before they start feeling each other out a little bit.
No doubt. Knocks down the first of two. Jallo's a guy we had at camp a couple years ago in Nashville, and he sprouted up some from Bloomington North High School in Bloomington, Indiana. Really played well this weekend. A lot of the scouts here, some of the best scouts in the country were here this weekend at the event. And ESPN.com, Scout.com, Rivals.com. Really had some good scouts that liked him a lot.
Adam, I know that's a guy you were high on yesterday, on into today. Getting ready to shoot a pair here.
McCray takes it to the rim.
Javion McCray out of South Carolina.
An all-state guard as a freshman on varsity from Timmonsville, South Carolina, a small town, 1A school in the state of South Carolina. He knocks down the second one.
Super athlete.
Here comes Giovanni Miles, bringing it down the floor from Novi, Michigan. Talley on the post. Trying to finish with the right hand on the left side. Maybe he should have went left there, but he got fouled.
Giovanni Miles is a interesting prospect. 2019 kid, plays up a grade level with a squad out of Michigan. Power stroke. Giovanni Miles really caught the eye of a lot of scouts here this weekend.
No doubt, coming in from a pretty much unknown AAU program, power stroke, and no reputation coming in, but he had a good performance, so was rewarded with an all-star appearance. Here goes Shamar Dillard on the baseline. No foul. They're going to let him play. Trendon Watford's bringing it up before he starts the break. Up ahead to Giovanni Miles. A lot of back and forth here.
Yeah, this play right now is not going to go down in the history of basketball as some of the best play you've ever seen.
No doubt. Oh, nice shot by Demezi Anderson.
Another one of the South Bend, Indiana kids, along with Shamar Dillard. And then earlier we had Walter Ellis in our top 40 game, the son of former Notre Dame star, NBA player LaFonso Ellis. So we got Shamar Dillard and Demezi Anderson and Walter Ellis all down here this week from South Bend.
Yeah, all play for that Spieth Ellis Elite team for former NBA player LaFonso Ellis. But all three of them had a really good weekend. Tally on the drive. He's got a fast start. Oh, and the putback jam from Musa Jallow.
Jallo's been around the rim all Thursday and Friday. He's been all over the rim. Really has a good knack for finding out the ball on the rim.
Dillard turns it over.
Like to see a little bit more ball movement, a lot more movement away from the ball.
Yeah, it seems like we had that more in the games earlier. I know that they played a lot of games this weekend, done a lot of skill work. Terry Drake, one of the best traders in the country, worked with these guys this morning. He made them do a lot of push-ups, so maybe that's, oh, nice block by
Kevin Porter. Big time block by Kevin Porter.
From Rainier Beach High School in Seattle, Washington.
Trendon Wofford there on the putback. He's got a terrific young basketball body. Should really translate in the next 2 or 3 years.
Dillard for three. He shot a couple questionable, settling for jump shots there a little bit much for me. Here's Watford, loses it out of bounds.
You know, one of the big things that we see from our travels, American basketball right now, just the movement without the ball. If you don't have the ball in your hands, kids just aren't as good moving without the basketball in this.
Yeah, they're making it too easy on the defense when you don't, move without the ball. You stay in one place, you're a lot easier to guard when you're not moving. So there's Jeremiah Francis, son of former college coach and former Ohio State player Jerome Francis. There's Jericho Helms with the putback from St. Louis, Hazelwood, Missouri.
Yeah, we got a new wave of players in now. That's Israel Barnes. Adam, he's been electric Thursday and Friday. Really caught the attention of a lot of people here.
Yeah, plays up on the 16 and under Spieth Mocan team. And there's Gordon for three. He wowed some people this weekend with some highlight reel dunks. Also a really good football player from Dayton, Ohio. Barnes on the miss. Here comes Helms on the fast break. Oh, down the middle of the lane. Good footwork. And he misses on the layup, but he's going to the line for two.
Adam Helms just has got a real good feel for the game. He's got a real nice body. Another player for the St. Louis Eagles that's had some tremendous players in the recent memory here. Brad Beal, Ben McLemore, currently Jason Tatum, arguably one of the top 2016 kids in America.
Here the East squad is up 21-13 with 13:50 remaining in the first half. We have two 20-minute halves here. Washington pushes it ahead to Dwayne Cohill. Washington for three, no good. Uh-oh, he puts it in. Keon Brooks, the 2019 from Fort Wayne, Indiana. A lot of upside there, Kurt.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the top incoming freshmen in the state of Indiana right there. Rolls-Royce looking prospect.
Been on some campuses already. I know Division I Big Ten schools already had him on campus, and he looks like he's still growing and has a lot of skill there too. So
there's Israel Barnes just knocked down that three at the other end.
Washington outlet pass. Dwayne Cohill gets it inside. Gabe Kauscher with the baseline fadeaway jumper from De La Salle High School in Minneapolis, Minnesota. They were state champions in the state of Minnesota this past high school season. And oh, nice take to the rim by Francis. Starting to get heated up a little bit. 23-18, East squad on top.
Jeremiah Francis is one of the top players in America.
Oh, there's a replay on the jam from Keon Brooks.
Francis, one of the top players in the country in that 2019 class.
Gordon misses the three. Israel Barnes with the rebound.
He and Andre Gordon both play on that All-Ohio Red 2019 team. Jeremiah Francis will attend Pickerington Central High School, where his father won a state championship as the head coach in 2012 with Karis LeVert, Michigan star, leading the way on that team.
Barnes for three.
Got Joe Weiskamp in there mixing it up now. He's a recent Iowa commitment.
Helms with the three ball. 27-18, East over the West. Warren Washington at the top. Kicks it to Cohill. Cohill for three. No good.
Dwayne Cohill, not his strength right now. He's an elite guard in that 2018 class in Ohio. Great vision, great burst, super athlete. Already with offers from Penn State and Youngstown State.
Barnes is going to the line for two.
Warren Washington, a kid you mentioned, his father was a tutor for Danny Manning when he was in college at KU back in the day. Danny and the Miracles, 1988.
That's right. He's been around, his dad's definitely been around some good players if he was tutoring Danny Manning back in 1989, the team that won the national championship.
Danny Manning, one of the greatest college basketball players of all time. Injuries really hampered his pro career. That's LaChristian Smith in the game now. Big time athlete out of Huber Heights Wayne High School in Dayton.
A.J. Green for three, no good. Dwayne Cohill with the putback.
A.J. Green, one of our favorite players here at camp, one of the top point guards in his class. Father is a assistant coach, Kyle, at Northern Iowa. A real hot mid-major right now.
Good finish by LaChristian Smith there on the layup and transition.
You know, there's one thing that you know, as times as scouts and basketball guys, we overanalyze these players sometimes. But the thing, you know, with Christian Smith, you know, he may not, you know, he's not tall enough. He's not big enough. But one thing he does, he gets buckets. And that's what this game is still about. And always has been about.
Putting the ball in the hoop.
That doesn't get much more simple than that, but not a lot of guys can do it.
This is a guy that nobody really knew about coming into the camp. Nick Jackson at the free throw line from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Really played with a lot of energy this week and played the right way. Moved without the ball, set screens, caught around the rim, finished. I really like him. He's made an impression this week for sure. There he is with the rebound.
Yeah, Nick's
Is that white ball?
Nick's got a lot of the intangibles that you look for in a kid, long-term, left-handed kid, real long arms, knows how to play, plays on a team that's really well coached in the Grand Rapids Storm.
Oh, sent away.
There
but it goes to Barnes for 3.
Adam, you saw a little bit of that athleticism there from Andre Gordon. We have.
Oh, here we go. Your head's on a swivel. Kauscher on the fast break, and he lays it in.
We have some great athletes here, Adam, but I don't know, maybe if you would agree that Andre Gordon stands out amongst the
yeah,
many.
I think, didn't he have a 360 dunk this weekend in warm-ups? And I think he was wowing a lot of people with that, the high-flying highlight reel. Here's a replay. The block he had on Nick Jackson.
I mean, he's just one of those explosive, effortless jumpers. Going to go to Sydney High School down near the Dayton area. You know, we can sit here and speculate, but this kid looks like a big-time football prospect.
Yeah, he said he plays quarterback there and is looking to play varsity this year in Sydney, Ohio.
I made the comparison to a former Middletown High School guy who's now a star for the Ohio State football team, Jalen Marshall. Very similar athlete.
Oh, another 3 from Israel Barnes from Wichita, Kansas.
Israel Barnes showing out here a little bit.
Yeah, he's trying to help his team get back in the game. There's Watford. He has something to say about that with the 3 ball from downtown. A.J. Green pulls up for 3, and he knocks it down in Andre Gordon's face.
A.J. Green's a guy when he walks in the gym. He might not be the first guy picked, but after about 5 minutes of playing, you're going, who is that guy?
Gordon on the drive. He lays it in and finishes with a little bit of contact there.
A.J. Green just has a real nice feel for the game, Adam.
Yeah, and he's not done physically maturing. Once he hits the growth spurt, you know, he's got the skill level. And when he adds the basketball frame, he'll be tough to handle. I know his dad will want him to play for him there at Northern Iowa, I'm sure.
Well, and with most of these kids, you know, some of these kids haven't even started the growth process as far as physically growing and maturing mentally. As we know, the mental aspect of basketball is, you know, huge. It's huge. A lot of guys can play, a lot of guys can't think the game, and that's what separates the good players from the great players. Your LeBron James, those guys think the game all the time. Ooh. That's why they're elite.
The East squad builds on their lead there. Perkins with the lay-in. Did they count it?
I think they waved it off. Tally looks like he might have had a little basket interference there.
There's a replay with Tally's deep 3 ball. Stepping out at 6'6".
Tally getting a little head shake going. A little head shake on the way back.
Did he give us the Mark Jackson shoulder shake? No?
Not that good. No, not that good. Nobody could do it like Mark.
Hey, I got in trouble growing up doing the shoulder shake in my basketball games, which I think my career high in points was 8. So
that was in half court too.
I could shoulder shake when I hit a shot because it wasn't often. Oh, Kevin Porter with the slam dunk. He's really came on strong this week. Tally to the rim.
Here's a news flash. Kevin Porter told me earlier today that he didn't have any offers at this point. Well, get a good look here at 110. That boy's going to have some offers real soon. University of Washington better get on that real soon.
Yeah, he's a guy, he showed up a little bit late to camp. He missed his first flight from Seattle and then showed up at noon on the first day of camp and really jumped right in there on no sleep and made an impression.
We asked him, you mean no sleep? And he said, No sleep.
I guess they're sleepless in Seattle, right? Oh, nice. Nice missed dunk there from Demezy Anderson. Giovanni Miles. Too hot to handle for Tally. Here's Kevin Porter with another jam. That time, 2 hands for safety, right?
Kevin Porter's got this figured out. He kind of, the leak out.
Yeah, he needs to get back. I asked him if he was going to play some defense in this game. He smiled at me. I don't know why. There's Tally on the drive. He's been aggressive offensively. LaChristian Smith with a putback jam.
LaChristian Smith makes a living out of offensive rebounding.
Oh.
And he is violent around the rim. Kevin Porter, I don't know if you think this comparison is legit or not. Kind of puts you in mind a little bit of a James Young. He's got that look to him.
Yeah, very talented, no doubt, with size and skill, athleticism.
Left-handed, those angles give you an advantage.
He goes to a storied high school there, Rainier Beach.
Yeah, real strong high school program.
Produced some NBA players. Here's Perkins at the line.
Perkins, elite athlete. Great end-to-end speed.
Suits up with the KC Run GMC program ran by respected coach L.J. Goolsby out of Kansas. They play on the Under Armour circuit. Brooks backs him down. Foul.
Keon Brooks is such an intriguing prospect out of Fort Wayne. We've known him for quite some time now. He's been to 3 or 4 of our camps. It's interesting to watch him grow over the years. Probably about 5'11" the first time we saw him.
Yep. Dad's in the Basketball Hall of Fame at Wright State University over in Ohio, just outside of Dayton.
It's a great state, Ohio.
Indiana's a little bit better. The state's treated us pretty good this week. It's a great place for basketball events. You know, James Naismith said basketball was born in Massachusetts, but it was raised in the state of Indiana. Some of the game's brightest stars come from here. Larry Bird, Oscar Robertson. I think they grow a little bit more than corn here in Indiana. A lot of special thanks to all the staff here at ISSA making this possible. All the coaches. Terry Drake, the trainer out of Birmingham, did a great job today with the skill development for the kids and talked to them about academics. Here's Jallo on the replay.
Not just academics. It's talk to them about life, you know, and when that ball stops bouncing, because it will, what are you going to do with your life after that? And some of these kids, you know, at this age, it's hard to look past the here and now, but I thought Terry's message to these kids was absolutely outstanding. The mental, physical, spiritual aspect of life, it's just not about this ball bouncing. You got to be.
Yeah, he went straight for their hearts today in the skill development. Yesterday we were privileged to have Coach Showalter, the head coach of the USA basketball national team, U17 national team, came in yesterday, ran the clinic portion of the camp in the morning. Had a chance to evaluate guys in games in the afternoon.
A great teacher of the game of basketball.
Yeah, and he's got 7 gold medals to show for it now after winning down in Argentina.
We also can't oversell this enough, but Webstream Sports making this all happen for us here today, allowing us to be able to showcase this event. We really, appreciate what they've done for us and this great production that they put on.
There's Brooks for 3. He knocks it down with a hand contested.
Unfortunately, they couldn't find a better play-by-play or color guy, I guess.
Yeah, I have a lot of experience with this, if you can't tell. Oh, little collision there. Looks like A.J. Green's down on the floor.
A.J. and Dwayne Cohill.
He's holding his wrist, it looks like. Good.
AJ a little banged up. Israel Barnes going to check into the game here for the East squad.
Already had a good game so far.
Dwayne Washington Jr. already out there. Some of you older listeners may know that name. Father played at Middle Tennessee State, also played in the NBA.
Oh. Here's Trey Domes. Great instincts from him. He had some passes that he was thinking ahead. Looked like it wasn't even available, and made some really good passes this weekend. He's quick, good feel. There he is, knocking down the front end of two.
I know he was a guy that jumped out to you right away, Adam. You called him to my attention, and you were certainly right on that. Trey was
looks like lefty.
Lefty, a late pickup to the camp, but a huge steal for the camp.
Alatoona High School in Georgia is where he's from.
This is an interesting matchup here. Jeremiah Francis and Dwayne Cohill.
Ooh, Washington on the drive finishes through the contact.
Washington's a guy I really like. I think he has a real nice feel for the game.
Oh, Gordon with the shot, but a great screen there to free him up. 54-42, the East squad has led. Gabe Coucher for three. He's got a pretty stroke, Kurt.
Oh, big time shooter. You know, sometimes during these camps, people will ask you, when they ask you how did a guy do, they mean did he score a lot during the camp? But, you know, we're looking to see if the guys play the right way. You know, are they doing the right things? Because if you're doing the right things, it's eventually going to translate. Israel Barnes continues to light it up here. Cohill with a nice find. Barnes with a chance for the 4-point play. Cohill really I mean, that was a pretty common pass there, but really has elite vision.
Yeah, glad to have him here from Cleveland, Ohio. Holy Name High School.
Holy Name High School, plays for Jeff Huber up there. We're in the regional finals this year.
Back in your state, Ohio. Good Ohio representation here this week.
Yes, there was, Adam.
There's a few Ohio guys in this game. Jerome Francis, Dwayne Cohill.
Christian Smith, Andre Gordon.
Oh, Israel Barnes for three.
Israel Barnes going to need a heat check here in a second.
Yeah, 54-51. The West is back in the ballgame. Helms gives it to Watford, one of the top 2019 prospects in the country. Passes it to Jallo, who knocks down the three off the curl.
That's nice to see out of Jallo right there. We saw a lot of the inside stuff this week, but being able to show that he can step out and knock down shots.
Oh, a little slice and dice from Cohill. Kicks it to Washington for three. No good.
Washington's one of those guys you could sit there and watch him. His misses look nice.
I know.
And that's what Dwayne Cohill does best. He slices into the lane, and he can finish because he's very he's got great balance around the rim. Jeremiah Francis, big boy player. Jeremiah Francis, as we said, will attend Pickerington Central High School. Very high IQ for the game. Just bullies defenders. Watched the game yesterday, watched him score about 14 straight points. Nobody on the court wanted to step in front of him.
Man, we got a ball game here, 57-53.
And if you know his father, you know where he gets it from.
Yeah, Dad was what?
A rugged player at Ohio State.
Westcamp with the finish in transition, the Iowa commit.
Jerome Francis played at storied Columbus Worley High School, which is now defunct.
Oh, step back three from Westcamp, no good.
Joe Westcamp, just a tremendous basketball player.
He had a big freshman year at Muscatine, out of Muscatine, Iowa.
AAU teammate with A.J. Green with the Iowa Barnstormers, a real good 2018 team.
2 minutes left in the first half here, 61-53, the East squad on top still.
There you go, Nick Jackson again, active around the rim on the offensive glass with that length.
He's always got his hands in around the basketball. Active player.
Take a look at a replay here. There you see.
He was finishing a lot. That's what I like.
Nick Jackson lobbying for the call. He got it.
Yeah, he's been lobbying to the refs quite a bit this week.
Some of these guys are.
We got who we got out there reffing? Joey Crawford.
It's a good thing we don't. Joey does a great job.
Jackson knocks it down.
To big guys out there that are active around the rim like that, big thing that's going to set you apart is, can you make free throws, because you're going to get fouled a lot. When you're active around the rim like that, you're going to get fouled a lot. So you've got to be able to go to the line and make free throws. You know, if you're watching the NBA Finals, it even shows up at that stage.
Ooh, good shot fake.
One dribble pull up for Cohill. It's real nice to see Dwayne being able to make that one dribble pull up. That'll take his game to the next level.
East squad gets back quick in transition, trying to attack the rim.
You know, Adam, we had several people before this game that were, I don't want to say complaining, but they really thought the teams were a mismatch. And as I figured from you, you were spot on.
Thank you, brother. Hey, it took a lot of help. We had a committee of good scouts and coaches to select the team.
I look down there on the baseline, I see our guy Chaz Wolf, one of the best scouts in the Midwest, very underrated scout.
Brian Snow from scout.com down there. Here to see these young, up-and-coming prospects.
If we didn't have the game, if we had the game before 10, Brian would not have been here, but he's an after 10 o'clock guy.
Me too. Here we go. Oh, nice. Demezy Anderson with the slam.
A little sloppy here late in the first half.
Yeah, we got 19 seconds till the half. We gonna have a halftime show, Kurt, or no?
Me and you on a duet? Singing a little
yeah,
Aaron Neville?
Hey, why not? Probably be more entertaining to listen to us on here, right? Here we go. Talley takes it down the middle of the lane, gets stripped. LaChristian with the wild shot. Washington for the long. Oh, he almost hit down.
Like I said, Dwayne, even on the misses, it looks good.
It does.
Dwayne Washington, big time shooter. That wraps up our first half here, Adam. 67-59. These all-star games, you know, that these scores can change quick, especially with the rotations and you know, the different combinations of players that come in the game. So we got about a 2-minute break here, so we can just kind of chat it up a little bit to the listeners out there. I know my my mother and father are out there listening. Only.
Oh, those are only two viewers?
They might be. I think my sister and my brother-in-law are down in Florida tuning in as well. So a big shout out to them. Hopefully my little niece, Ava. I don't know. I'm her biggest fan, but she I don't know if she's mine.
Hey, we're family people here.
But no, Adam, it's been a pleasure to work with you these 2 days here, and you have put on a Phenomenal show once again, and obviously it's the kids that make the whole thing happen. And you know, you meet a lot of great people through this thing. You know, youth basketball gets a bad name at times for, you know, people that aren't in the, you know, that aren't around it a lot, just kind of think things that aren't true. You know, there's a lot of good people involved in youth basketball. And in anything in life, there's going to be the people that, you know, rub you the wrong way and that aren't in it for the right reasons. But, you know, we need to be highlighting more the people that are in this for the right reasons. The Pee Wee Leonards down here, you know, that jump in and help, that'll do anything that you ask them to do. And but, you know, you've put together a great show here again.
Thank you very much. I know you did a lot of the scouting for this event with me being in Alaska this year and having to work remotely, so I appreciate you as well. It's fun these 2 days to get to see some of these top prospects and guys that are going to be the next crop of All-Americans in high school. So
the fun thing for us is you get to see a new crop of guys every year. You know, it's like a new day over and over again, and you get to meet new people, and we've met some great people through the game of basketball, some outstanding people.
I just got a text on my phone. It said, make a shout out to me, Addie. That's my niece. So we'd like to.
Hey, we're in the business of shout outs here.
Hello to you, Addie. Love you. I'll see you tonight. Maybe I'll stop by on the way back through Gallatin. It's not too late and you're not in bed. Here we are starting the second half. East squad up 67-59, and Andre Gordon's at the top of the key here.
See a lot of great
turnover. We've had a few turnovers in this game, too many for my liking. Helms with the rebound. There's Smith on the baseline.
Christian Smith there just knows how to score on the interior. You know, one thing that we always talk about that drives us nuts, you know, in the game of basketball right now is a lot of over-dribbling guards, a lot of careless passes, guards getting in too deep into the lane, not being able to make that pull-up shot or jump stop and make the right decision before they get too deep. Those are some things that need to be cleaned up in this game.
Yeah, I think across the country, that's something that a lot of people have noticed. You know, there's too much hero ball being played by some of these guys that, you know, think they.
I think a lot of kids think that you're going to get looked at because you have the ball in your hands, and if you score, you're going to get looked at if you're doing the right things. Coaches want guys that are doing the right things on the court.
Watford with the finish.
Say what you want about LeBron James, you know, and the way he closes games, but 99 out of 100 times he's going to make the right basketball play.
There we are, quick back in transition. Oh, wow.
There you go, LaChristian Smith
Are they
on
gonna count
cue.
that? No count? Did they count that? No basket. Hey, it looked good for the highlight reel.
The mixtapes guys will love that.
Yeah, Ty Kish from City League Hoops down there.
I see Jason Morrow, Darren Scarberry from Next Up Recruits. You got I see Jeff Rabijans and Mike Pegram over there, two Indiana stalwarts in the basketball business.
Yep, they definitely love their basketball here in Indiana.
It's unbelievable.
I think all the crazies came out. Who's your hysteria here?
Yeah, if you've never been to the state of Indiana for high school basketball, amateur basketball, youth basketball, it's something to see. I mean, just people just absolutely love it.
Here we are at a breakneck speed going back and forth. Ooh, Tony Goodwin can't finish.
Tony Goodwin's a kid that had a great camp. I'm not sure that anybody played harder than he did at this camp. Really good defender with that length.
Rockbridge High School in Ashburn, Virginia is where he's from, 109, number 109.
You can make up for a lot of mistakes playing hard at him.
Right. Your kind of guy.
Yep. As you can see right now, if you're watching on your screen, not a lot of guys moving right now.
Settling for jumpers a little bit right now.
And a lot of that's got, 2 straight days of high-intensity basketball. These kids are tired, wore down.
Well, Christian Smith still playing hard. There he was with the putback. Travion McCray with the drive. Looks like we need to slow it down, maybe set something up, or they got other ideas. Looks like they're playing some back and forth. Here we are, slowing it down a little bit here. Trying to set up.
We're going to set up the offense.
Set up a
here.
semblance of an offense. Coach Kruger over there. Coaching them up.
Coach Kruger, the head coach at Pickerington Central High School.
Yep.
Very good up-and-coming young coach. He's
Francis with the finish.
One thing I like about Jeremiah Francis, he's always pushing the basketball, but he's always under control, and he's looking ahead to see if there's something easier that can develop.
Watford gets it out to Christian Smith. Pushes it. Oh, great pass. Andre Gordon with the acrobatic finish.
Yeah, Christian Smith showing he can do more than dunk.
Ooh.
Good take there by Sadiq Perkins, like we were talking about earlier. He's got that elusive first step.
He's a guy you hadn't seen before the camp, right? That really caught your eye here.
Yeah, immediately you could just see it in the drills, the end-to-end speed. That first step is so crucial. High-level basketball. Got to be able to create separation in this game if you're going to play at an elite level.
Weiskamp for 3, knocks it down. He's pretty good at that.
Yeah, Fran got a good one in that kid.
Washington for 3 on the other end.
Adam, the game of basketball, 10, 15 years ago, who would have thought that 2018, 2019 kids, guys that have not played a game of high school ball, would have Division I college offers?
Yeah, we have a few guys out here that one's committed to a college already as a rising sophomore in Joe Weiskamp to Iowa. And then others are getting a lot of interest from colleges already.
Absolutely. See Walter Talley there knocking down the top of the key 3, showing his versatility.
He's a guy that's lived in a few places. I think he's in California now, but lived in Wasilla, Alaska at one time. He also lived in the Bronx, I believe. Well-traveled.
You would definitely be one to know somebody that's well-traveled.
I've done a little bit.
22 houses growing up, not bad.
Hey.
Adam, what do you see?
Washington.
There's Washington.
Finished.
What do you see of Gabe Kauscher fitting in at the, as his basketball career progresses?
I think he's a really good player. I think he's I know a lot of Big Ten schools will be looking at him down the road for his career. There he is with a quick trigger. Misses there, but he normally doesn't miss. He's a great shooter.
He's another one of those guys when he shoots it, you feel like it's going in every time.
No doubt. Barnes with a pull-up 3. I think he's the leading scorer in this game.
That's a good bet.
This game's getting a little out of hand, 93-70 with 14 minutes left. They're about to break the century mark, and the East squad is, and the West squad slowing down a little bit.
Dwayne Cohill continuing to attack.
We got a little full court press here. Weiskamp for 3, no good. Out on the break again.
I know Coach Urban, Dwayne's coach for the Ohio Basketball Club, 15 and under team, will be glad to see Dwayne attacking the basket. Dan wasn't able to make it this weekend. Wanted to make sure I told Dwayne that he needs to continue to attack the basket. No problem there. Adam, what do you think of this well, actually not new style, old kids going back to the hiked up shorts? John Stockton would be proud. Kurt Rambis.
Who's got the hiked up shorts?
You know, you got Dwayne out there. He's got the shorts about 3 or 4 inches above the knee.
Nice. Setting a new trend, right?
Yeah, the kids are starting to really enjoy the short shorts again. I never thought that one would come back, but I guess it's the never say never.
Hey, it always comes back around. Right?
Adam, that wouldn't be a real good look for me or you out there playing. I think you got to have a certain kind of game to be able to pull that look off. You know, the shoes are very vibrant these days. The shorts are getting shorter. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, one of our staff members, Brittany, I think she was more interested in
the shoe game.
The shoe game. That's what she called it, right?
Yeah.
She was checking out everybody's shoes. I think her favorite shoe didn't make the All-Star game, but
she was questioning your shoe game.
Yeah, got it. Just do it. Got to have the Nike. I just bought them last week. They were on clearance.
Nice lay-in right there.
Oh, Sadiq Perkins finishing on the fast break.
Sadiq
no slowing down, man.
Sadiq finishes at a high rate on the basket
good pass.
drives.
Good pass on the baseline. Miles can't finish though.
Kevin Porter, just a real nice flow to his game.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah, he hasn't shot the ball real well here this afternoon, but just a real nice flow to his game. I mean, you could tell he's going to be a major recruit.
12:27 left in the second half here. A little full court press.
A little token pressure here from Coach Kruger.
Oh, Brooks.
Trying to get back in the game
finish.
A little bit. He's a guy that's not used to losing too often, so nice move there, Adam. You know, one of the things that some people question about Keon Brooks was, is he active enough? I think he's answered that the last 2 days.
Who was that?
Keon Brooks.
No doubt. Play with good energy. I think our players are only as good as our coaches have been coaching, really coaching with a lot of energy.
Yeah, and it all starts at the top, no matter what you're doing in life.
The West squad probably didn't get a lot of coaching, it looks like, because they're down 20 right now.
Definitely kidding in that manner. We got great coaches here this week. You know, if your leadership at the top is not good, you know, you're not going to get a good product. But our coaches and trainers and staff members and everybody involved have just been absolutely terrific, and the kids have followed suit.
There's Washington, a ton of upside there from East Escondido, California. 6'8", still growing. He's got some skill. He's really more of he's got some small forward skill to him. Not strong yet, but he's going to be a guy that a couple years we're going to hear good things from him. There's Jallo on the finish with a left hand.
Jallo's got a nice set of hair. He's got a nice set of hair.
Two guys that played well in this game so far, Sadiq Perkins, Musa Jallo, Israel Barnes.
Yeah, really standing out in this game.
They're playing aggressively and active. It's kind of hard to see the half-court setting here because they're getting back and forth so much, but.
Trenton Wofford finishing inside there. You know, a quick glance, and it's hard to tell Sadiq Perkins and Israel Barnes apart. They got that same similar build, same size, same a lot of the same game. You know, Israel probably a little better shooter at this point.
I think he's a little taller, too.
A little
like
taller.
6'4".
Here comes. Now, for those of you not familiar with LaChristian Blue, as they call him, Smith, big-time football prospect as well.
His dad actually showed me a video. He's working out for Urban Meyer last week at Ohio State University for the football
team,
so.
His dad told me a good story about that, you know, that I think Ohio State would be really high on him as a wide receiver prospect, obviously.
Oh, give it up, give it up.
But LaChristian really likes to play quarterback, which.
Don't give it up, he finished there.
LaChristian has been unable to play quarterback at this point.
There's the replay.
A little arm grab there. Good finish by Demezi Anderson. 3-point play.
So we broke the century mark here. It's 103 East squad, 80 for the West squad.
We giving out free chalupas for the
hitting the century mark? Maybe some. Maybe we'll drive through Wendy's after the game. We've already had Chick-fil-A today. All right, here we go. Watford on the fast break to Christian. Oh, great.
Nice give and go there.
Oh, there he is giving it back.
Adam, a lot of lost assignments on the defensive end of the floor here late in the second half.
Yeah, I think so. I think their fatigue is setting in a little bit. There's Demezi Anderson for three. He's had a good game as well.
A lot of range there from Demezi.
6'6", 6'5".
We know he can score inside.
Dillard misses another three.
AAU teammate tried to answer at the other end.
Here's Gordon. Oh, with the behind the back look. Capped off with a dunk from LaChristian Smith.
As our boy
I love the high
would
five
say,
there.
He puts it in. Pee Wee Leonard just came over and said that LaChristian Smith is a beast.
Hey, you got to play that way at all times. And, you know, a couple games, you know, he struggled, and then, you know, playing like an all-star in this game.
There's Israel Barnes again, attacking the basket, finishing. You know, take a look at the replay here.
Whoa, that is fancy. Look at that.
Sick, as the kids would say.
The scorekeeper over here is loving that.
You know, one thing we haven't seen out of Andre Gordon yet is
LaChristian trying to get the behind-the-back return the favor to Andre Gordon.
You know me, Adam.
Turns it over.
Getting a little too
too
loose
saucy
for me.
Hey, let's get back to fundamentals, right? I think they're having fun out there.
Yeah.
Cohill with a quick first step. Man.
You know, one thing, kids this age, you know, the bodies aren't physically mature yet. But as you progress into the, you know, sophomore, junior, senior year, things that separate guys that attack the basket is, can you finish with contact? Because you're going to get contact in today's game. You know, there's no doubt about it, but you've got to, don't be satisfied with just getting to the foul line. Be able to convert and finish and have that try for that three-point play. You know, that's going to separate those guys. Because you see a lot of guys that they just kind of lose focus and just settle for the foul instead of finishing through the contact. And a lot of times that has to deal with the body, but you really got to work on that.
Oh, a little too high there on the lob.
For the young kids out there, have a guy, you know, with a pad, and make sure he's knocking you around when you're traveling into the basket, when you're practicing attacking the basket. Get used to that contact because there's going to be some high-level basketball. And you know that, Adam.
Yeah, here's a replay of that.
You can see
oh, man.
Andre Gordon's vertical leap is just, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get that one.
Tried
Here's
to climb the
Washington,
ladder.
steps back for three, no good. Kalsher gives it back to him. He's going to try one more time. No good. Jackson with the rebound, blocked by Watford.
Dwayne Washington's got that Steph Curry follow through. You can tell he's spent a lot of time shooting the basketball.
There's a replay. Jackson's always involved, but he gets blocked there on the putback.
We were talking about Steph Curry's a hot topic right now, obviously coming off the MVP season, NBA championship. You know, he doesn't just shoot 500 shots a day. He makes 500 shots, and that's a big difference. Have a purpose for what you're doing. Coach Drake talked about that today. Have a purpose. You know, don't just live. Have a purpose for living was Coach Drake's message today, and it was, as we touched on earlier, outstanding message.
Yeah, he did a great job from Birmingham, Alabama, one of the best trainers in the country.
For a lot of these kids, you know, it's easy to go just around aimlessly because you're good right now, but, you know, you got to have those goals. You got to have a roadmap of where you're going, or you'll get passed by.
Well, this is Crossroads Elite, and you know we
Absolutely.
these kids, a lot of them are going into high school, going into their sophomore year. We're trying to send them down the right road at least, or get them on the right track by putting them around good people, and trying to give them good coaching, on and off the court. And I think they've responded well. I mean, we've had great kids. I mean, they've been very appreciative, and sometimes these top prospects, they get that sense of entitlement that, looking for handouts. But I think a lot of these guys have really played hard and been appreciative and, polite. And
well, the sense of entitlement, really affected, the whole country, not just in the game of basketball. But, these kids have a great opportunity to better themselves through the game of basketball. And like we were talking, just because you're the top-ranked player as an 8th grader, does not mean you're going to be the top-ranked player as a senior. So it's that continue to work on your game.
No doubt. Here's Washington at the top of the key. 5 minutes to go. This looks like one of those McDonald's All-American scores or the NBA All-Star game. 114 to 86. There's Helms.
Jericho Helms.
Step back J.
Really like his game.
What high school? Chaminade?
Jericho Helms is out of Chaminade High School. He plays with Jason Tatum and Tyler Cook, 2 elite prospects. Got a chance to see Jericho Helms at the Cancer Research Classic, a big-time event down in Wheeling, West Virginia, run by Dr. Gregory Merrick, one of the best oncologists on the East Coast, if not the best. Chaminade, a big-time high school program. Bradley Beal, 2 guard for the Washington Wizards, his alma mater. Jason Tatum, another guy that'll be shaking Adam Silver's hand here in the next couple years, I'm sure.
No doubt about it.
Adam, you look like you're fading here late.
I think I'm falling asleep over here. Uh-oh, lob. Keon Brooks trying to wake me up there.
Trey Domes once again making the right pass. Really like the way he's played Thursday and Friday here at the Crossroads Elite Invitational on Webstream Sports. Give them a follow on Twitter.
Kalsher for 3. Ooh. that the first air ball of the game?
Probably not.
No.
I shot one earlier in between games.
We should have had LaFonso Ellis come down here and call. You know, he's in the building right now. You know, works for ESPN. You know,
LaFonso
he could have gave
Ellis.
us a little commentary.
Some of the biggest set of hands you'll ever see. Keon Brooks a little late on that pass, a little lax.
Has the West team scored in a while?
Not since Golden State last week against the Cavs. You can see the kids are starting to wear down a little bit. Got 3:53 left to play.
Yeah, a lot of these guys got long trips home, I know.
Yeah, absolutely. California, Alaska, Seattle.
Wide array of.
South Dakota, North Dakota.
Oh, little teardrop from Travion McRae.
We had New Mexico represented.
Hey, you know I like those obscure states, so, you know, we got to go recruit them.
Yeah.
We got to get them where no one else gets them, right?
Good pass right there. Really like Walter Talley, man. I didn't, to be honest, didn't get to see a whole lot of him yesterday, but he has really surfaced here on Friday.
Yeah, he's a class of 2019 prospect, number
159.
159.
Yeah, you can credit that to some of the other scouts around here really came over and were asking us about him, and Walter's really played well.
No doubt.
You know the thing with the Adam, there's so many good kids out here, and you could talk for 15, 20 minutes on each kid.
We only got 2 minutes left, though.
At the end of the day, you know, you want these kids to be so successful no matter what walk of life they head down to, and really push the education factor here.
Smith on the finish with the right hand.
Christian Smith's going to go back to Huber Heights with a swagger after this performance here.
Goodwin for three, knocks it down.
Good to see from Tony Goodwin there. He's had a really good camp. Great kid. That's another thing. We have great kids here. Just, you know, great kids, and that starts with the home, with the parents. You can't thank these parents enough, you know, for the sacrifices they make to take these kids and give them a platform to better themselves.
Oh, lost it there on the.
You know, some parents can get a little, you know, over the top, but you know, it's just because they want their kid to succeed so much, and there's nothing wrong with that. And you got to stay realistic, but
as Perkins finishes the lob there. Gordon with the Euro step puts it in for two. He's another guy that's had a good game here today.
Everything
good
just so effortless with him because he's such a great athlete.
Dillard off the pull-up.
Shamar Dillard kind of showing you what he's capable of there.
He loves that three ball.
I know the scouts in Indiana and Midwest are really excited about him. That's a great thing from our viewpoint. We get to see where these guys end up in the next 2 or 3 years after they move on.
Gordon down the lane. Another acrobatic finish. 1 minute to go.
Yeah, Andre Gordon's going to make everybody's all warm-up line team. There's no doubt about that.
Is the West going to get to 100 here? No defense there, and Smith
That was that Olay defense.
Yeah.
My coach used to say, Olay defense. I just said, Coach, I'm not good enough. That's the problem. Kevin Porter there. This turned into quite the defensive effort here.
Oh.
Andre Gordon trying to showcase that bounce there in the late minutes. Little sprite action there.
Is this turning into a dunk contest now, I think? Here comes Porter. Oh, he can't finish. What do you give him, a 10 or 10 for effort?
Kids being kids here at the end. Tony Goodwin finishing Crossroads Elite 2015 with a bang with a 360.
And that'll do it for us here today.
For Adam Shoulders.
Kurt Stubbs. Hopefully you'll join us next time.
It's been fun, Adam. I've had a blast.
Me too. It's not over yet.
Got that drive home.
Got that drive home. We'll have to hash out some of these things, but thank you for joining us, and we will.
You know, Adam, before we go, if you had to say who would you give a camp MVP to here, game MVP, however you want to look at it?
As we look at a few replays, I would say in this game,
Israel Barnes probably at the top
Barnes
there.
Probably at the top there. Thanks, Sadiq. Good seeing you.
Sadiq Perkins giving us a little love there. Top-notch kid. I'm gonna go with you know, when the game was hotly contested and there was actual defense played, I thought Israel Barnes stood out above everybody.
From Wichita.
He really shined when the game was being played at a more intense level.
Sure. There's all the highlight reel from that game. And that'll do it. Thank you for joining us. Until next time.